Hi, my name is Lorcan McLean, and I was a design team intern for network ESB Networks Telecoms. They provide the critical communication for the Irish electricity grid. This is vital information that is sent to a control centre which is manned 24/7, 365. They use technologies such as fibre optics, microwave radio, PLC, power line carrier, and polling radio. This ensures connectivity across their 220 kV sites, 110 kV, and 38 kilovolt stations, all the way down but these were the main ones that I worked with. So my role on the design teams was for a site like a 220 site or a 110, you can see in the picture on the bottom this is a gas insulated substation which takes up a lot less space than a normal air insulated substation which you might see when driving around. Um, but these substations have a control room which send all the information back to the control centers. So the design team mainly work with the layout of these these um, substation control centers, and also the routing for fiber optic lines, or however they may choose to connect the substation to the control center, whether it be microwave radio because you're not able to get fiber optic lines there, or polling radio because there's not enough space. And there's various reasons for each technology, and the job of the design engineer is to consider all of these factors, and so that's what the design team did, and that's what I kind of learned to do. So I learned SCADA, supervisor control, acquisition, and data analysis. Um, so that design. So resilience is one of the main core focuses as well, because in a grid you need it to be a resilient grid, so that when storms hit you're able to get back online, or you're not able to, you're not shut off for too long. You can also see it on the right side. There's a microwave tower which is at Tree Rock, by the offices which I was in Leopardstown, which we visited. So this is another site which uses Poland radio for, I think there's three other sites that send different information back to this tree rock, and that information gets sent on to the control center. So the skills I used was mainly communication, so understanding how fiber, microwave radio, PLC, and Poland radios work, and the various the technologies, how they interact with each other, and how all that information gets sent around. And the design skills, so considering rack layouts, how things have to be put around, even considering things like space that the person needs who is installing the various technologies, how they're gonna work in it, or the wires, where are they gonna go, very um things you don't normally think about, but when it comes down to it are hugely important, because if a wire gets, if it's bent or gets crushed or anything like this, then you lose a link to a site. And the safety and standards as well was a really big focus, because it's so hugely important to be safe when at work. So the future prospects would be the ESB graduate program. I definitely want to do more in WAN and PLTE, so WAN, wide area network, and PLTE, which is a mobile phones, um, as this was more communication based, and that's what I really enjoyed. I wasn't too, I wasn't really interested in the actual electrical distribution and transmission of um, the electricity, and I'm more focused on the communications. Thank you very much.